It's cool.
All right.
And what's really, really cool about it? I didn't run across it by going to your main channel. It actually popped up in the regular like For You feed.
Oh, well, that's good.
Yeah. So I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I've been playing around with it. It's fun. I am way behind where I want to be with it right now.
And you're talking about the reading wiki?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. That's the one that just it genuinely popped up for me just in the regular feed.
Did you subscribe to it though?
Yeah, I should have.
All right, sweet.
Let me double check and make sure.
Anyways, I wasn't planning on starting the conversation talking about that. I thought we were still in the backstage.
Yeah, but this is fun, yeah.
You got to keep on your toes.
That's fair. That's totally fair.
You can turn your camera off, though, if you want.
That's true.
I think they'll all know who you are.
That's true. I mean, the regulars, that's fine. So, anyways.
So how we all been doing?
Good. Just hyper focused because I have 5 days. I don't even have 5 days before we leave. And so I need to have, enough videos for the new channel to cover it for while I'm gone, because I just want one a day. I'm kind of experimenting with it and just letting it like I've tried sharing it like on Twitter a little bit, but I haven't shared it in any of our group Discords really. I'm trying to kind of let it just pull itself through the algorithm and see how that works. But yeah, so that means having a video ready for every day, which means I have to get like 18 more recorded between now and the time we step on the plane on Friday. I have most of September and October planned for what I'd like to cover. But then I've got to get videos for Gaming with ADHD scheduled. I've got to get...
Hold on, you're right. Wardrobe malfunction.
Whoa. Hey. But
yeah, he walked away from the camera.
I know, right? Rude.
It's just fun.
But then, Kim will probably want me to help. She usually does all the packing, but I should at least be available to help her. So I'm also I haven't had a day off since a long time ago.
In a galaxy far, far away.
Right.
Better.
So, yeah, I haven't had a day off since the 22nd. So, anyways, vacation's gonna be fun. Just because I'm not working. That's true.
I hate taking vacation.
I hate it if I'm not going anywhere. If I'm taking it off to just sit at home, I feel like it's kind of a waste, and it frustrates me.
Now, for me, it's just whatever work I don't do while I'm not there, it just piles up. So I have, 6 days or 5 days worth of work to come back to.
Yeah, that is one nice thing about my day job is that if I'm not here, I mean, they'll just keep going without me. So when I die, from early heart attack from all the overtime I've been working, they will just replace me the next day. I get it.
Yeah. So at what point do they say, all right, we're giving you a laptop, you can go anywhere and do your job?
They essentially already have.
Ah.
Like that's actually the really interesting thing is like at least anywhere in the US, I don't think it's a problem. I can just go and they'll never know because I'm just in the US. Outside of the US can be more complicated. Like we have like a full-on list of you are not allowed to work if you are going to these places. But they also say if you're going to these places, just take your vacation. Enjoy it.
Yeah.
Which is good.
Gee, I wonder what countries those
are.
Australia.
I could find it. Where was that? Like Australia is one that I would like to do that with, but I don't know. It would just be complicated trying to figure it out.
Well, Seraphis, what grand adventures have you had this past week?
Not really that much.
How are the kids?
Alive.
Did you have any good dad days?
I mean, today was Father's Day. Does that?
It's not June.
This is when Australia has Father's
that's how
Day,
we
though.
know Australia is just made up. No. Okay, so how was Father's Day?
Well, once I got to go to sleep at around 6:30, I slept until about 10:30.
Okay. Good solid 4 hours. Sounds like a dad of children under 8.
Yep.
So in this past week, have you put together any new Lego sets?
Did you get any new Lego sets? Because it was Father's Day.
Well,
apparently we've scared him off.
I guess maybe I asked the wrong question. I don't know.
I thought those were very valid questions for Seraphis.
Okay, so Ger can probably figure out where I'm about to go with this, but I may have bought some Lego sets.
Okay. That aren't Lego sets?
Oh,
okay.
No, they are. The good part is that I bought Lego IP branded stuff, so there's not a 10 to 30% markup on the price because it has the Star Wars label on it or something like that, right? However, something close to the order of about $300 may have been spent.
Wow.
Well, that's only like 50 US, so that's not that bad.
Hold on. I think I've got my list here of what I was...
I don't know. $50 US wouldn't even buy one box of Legos here.
No, it will. Not a very big box, but it will.
Yeah, maybe 2 figures and 5 bricks, 10 bricks.
No, it's not that bad, but...
Well, yeah. Maybe if you find them on discount.
My general rule is
die in a fire.
No, my general rule is not die in a fire.
I'm with that one.
Is shooting for about like it's not the greatest because they've gotten to using like a lot of really tiny pieces, and so then the box count says, oh, you get 1,000 pieces, but like 900 of them are like little little one piece studs, and is like, really, but the general rule for costing is like about 10 cents per piece. So
how about this, Seraphis? What if you go out and buy a 3D printer and start printing your own bricks?
Yeah, so over here, 3D printers cost about the same amount as it would cost me to upgrade my computer. So we're looking at almost $2,000.
Hey, they're not any cheaper here, so.
And on top of that, you wouldn't have, for Lego, you wouldn't really have the same manufacturing tolerances. I don't think they would work as well.
Yeah. Okay, so for what I bought, so I'm going to start with the city space stuff. I got another interstellar spaceship because I can't help myself. That brings the total up to 3 now, by the way, because I'm building a fleet. Okay, so I got from Lego Ninjago, I got Zane's Battlesuit Mech, Lloyd's Green Forest Dragon, Aaron's Spin Jitsu Battle Mech, Cole's Elemental Earth Mech, Kai's Elemental Fire Mech, and from Lego Dreams, because I've become way too addicted to that show, Mateo versus the Cyberbrain Mech, Zoe's Time Owl, Cooper's Gaming Controller Jet, Z-Blob's Robot and Vehicle Adventures. I got that one because Mateo in it is wearing a Lego Space outfit, and I just had to. And Z-Blob looks like he could be part of his color scheme in that one. Looks like he could be part of Blacktron. So I was like, oh. And it was only $14, which is good. So, the Neverwitch's Nightmare Creatures, Izzy and Bunchu the Bunny, and Mateo's off-road car. So, just one or two
So you're just
things.
going to mix them all together and build one big thing?
Now you're on the track of where I'm going with all this. And here's the funny thing. Did you know it's cheaper to buy tons of Lego like this to make, role-playing maps and figures and stuff? More customizable too than buying the minifigs. The plastic or pewter minis or whatever. So that's where my insane hobby and tism has gone in the last few weeks.
That's fair enough.
Sax, what grand adventure have you been on this past week?
So my Saturday group has sort of finally gotten out of the whole Warhammer 40,000 politicking, and they are now going into the Great Unknown, the area of space I've made for them. It's basically like one gigantic square, and on the outside you've got established, like, here are these colonies, here is this mini empire, here is this area, and at the absolute middle there is the equivalent of like a swamp of space, so to say. It is difficult to travel through, it slows you down, it's a pain in the ass. And in this area there's a group of navigators who've gone, we need to tame this area because otherwise we have to keep taking these long detours around, and it's a pain in the ass, and there's a lot of money to be made if we do that. So the group's gone in there, and the first thing that all of them have realized is like, oh, okay, so there's recently been this like a lot of disturbance as we do our warp travel, and it looks like it's literally just washed up new planets in this area. So we don't know what we're gonna find now. What found the players was a raiding group of Eldars who did a surprise attack, and I could not have had any worse dice on my side, which made the fight completely anticlimactic. What should have been a horrifying scenario of the Eldar being invisible, the group failing to see them and struggling to hit them, turned into a there they are. We are continuously pinging them. We are right up their ass. They have no defenses. Fuck them. Shoot them down. Shoot them some more. And now torpedo them just to be sure. It was over.
I was about to say, if whether they're Craftworld, Dark, whatever, if those Eldar ships are running in silent mode without their holofields or anything up, they are fucked in one shot.
But that's the thing. So, like, I was going over the rules for it. So the specific ships, and again, like, I'm gonna have to review this, but like, the rule said you have to be within like 3 squares of the enemy ship in order for you to shoot without having penalties. I'm like, okay, that's stupid because the Eldar are meant to have like very long range, very competent things. But fine, I'm going by what the book has. So they've got all these other things, but that day, because I have to roll for a bunch of NPCs, they were just nailing the Eldar down. They could not hide. The Eldar has got no defenses, no shields to defend themselves. All they've got is like their cloaking devices, and they move fucking quick. Well, the moment you are hit by any of them, by the players' ships, you're crippled. You're slowed down. You know the Eldar normally move like 15 squares, which is a lot. The big human ships only move 5. And the players, having buffed up their ship, can move 8, which is quick. So they just began like pin them down, hammer them, keep shooting them. Don't bother talking to them. I want to see no oxygen inside their homes, and then just that's done. Once that was done, leave them there for like 6 hours just to be sure that they're dead, and then tow in the remains over the planet that we were talking to before we were so rudely interrupted by these savages. The players immediately turned around to the people on the planet and went, "It's very convenient that we were just talking to you, and out of nowhere, these people show up. Do you have something to say to us?" "No, we don't. We have no idea that they were there." "Yeah, very likely." So that they've been doing a whole bunch of like figuring out like, okay, are these people legit? They almost fell for it. I had a whole long list of like data lined up of like them being like good Imperial people. And then once again, I have to roll for the NPCs. One of them just absolutely criticals and basically goes, "Yeah, no, they're lying. I've gone through their logs. They have hidden messages that literally pinpoints where they are. And they've been sending this out like for years and years and years. So they wanted to be found. That there is something sinister going on." What the players don't know is that the Eldar has basically come down here and gone, "Okay, we don't like humans, but you populate like rabbits. And we know that there is a specific breed of aliens called the Strixes, who are like the equivalent of like 40k equivalent of like travelers or gypsies. They like showing up, they like taking humans as slaves, but they always have like interesting things that the Eldars love to raid." So they went down, snuck into the human encampment, used their psychic abilities to basically brainwash the majority of the leaders, and they basically have now gotten the leadership to unknowingly send out messages broadcasting their coordinates to set a trap for another alien species to come and raid them. And with the players showing up, they just went, no, this is like our golden goose. Fuck off. We've been setting this trap up for years. Please piss off. And then the players go and do that. So, knowing my players, they're going to go, nope, everyone was complicit. Shoot them, replace them.
And this is which system are you running this in?
This is the Warhammer 40k system, so that is like the D100 system.
Well, but is it the old one that was from Fantasy Flight, or is it the new one from Cubicle?
Fantasy Flight. We tried the one with
Okay.
Cubicle. The one for Cubicle is made to be more like individual Dark Heresy style, not the grand ship adventures.
Got it. What do you think of the system? I've actually not talked to anybody who's ever played it.
It has strengths, it has weaknesses. The strengths is that you are going to have so much, like the core book. Like it's one of those systems where owning all of the books is actually a strength. Like it is so well made how everything like builds in. They find ways for you to not be bogged down in combat and space combat. It streamlines everything as much as they can. So I really enjoy that. You've got base building, explorations, lots of role playing, events that can happen, and there's a lot of intricacy that you can do with that. So from that point of view, like it's a role player's dream. You've got all these things, and if you want to go straight in for domain building, you can do that, and you've got all the various rules and law reasons for why you can do it. The problem that you also find in this game, much like you do in any of the Star Trek games, is why is the command group going down on the planets? Why are they going and doing this? And you will find that when you go into like space combat, there's going to be very select players that do everything, and the rest of the group is just like, okay, well, I'm just going to give them benefits. I'm just doing this to give you bonuses so that you do it very well. So that's one of the weaknesses, I'd definitely say.
Okay.
And yeah.
And when you say combine, like it's a strength to have all the books. Are you talking about like
so
between Rogue Trader and Dark Heresy and all
so
of that
within
stuff?
so with all the expansions within Rogue Trader. So if you've got the systems, you can interchange quite easily. Like I have got the books for Death Watch, Dark Heresy, and so on, and I can pull from all of them. They still mix very well into that system. You want to stay away from Black Crusade and Only War because they've changed the system quite dramatically in those ones.
Right.
But within the Rogue Trader, you can have Battlefleet Coronas or an expansions to ships and ship combat and ship exploration. Fantastic. Stars of Iniquity, where it's again all about planets, building planets, exploring planets. Navis Primer, which is all about for the psychos and the navigators, how they can do things, making it easier for them and easier for the game master. You've got hostile acquisitions, where you can go deep into how do you do criminal works, how do you do these things. Oh god, there's a bunch of others, but like each book is basically building onto the world and taking specific aspects of how you can do this heavy exploration game and really focus on certain aspects. So it's a lot of fun because it basically gives you a lot of like materials you can work with and make it very very engaging. At least that's what I'm finding.
Got it. So pick one and stick to quote unquote that setting.
I would definitely say so. I've run all of the Fantasy Flight books and systems, so I know how they all sort of intermingle. So I know that if I take from Only War, I've got to do certain adjustments to make it work within the Rogue Trader game. But yeah, like again, it's a lot of fun. It's very roleplay heavy. It does have a certain requirements from the players. You got to come in and be willing to pull some weights. What I mean by that is that you need a leader. Someone has to be the captain. And there is no way around it. Someone has to be the one who makes the shots or calls the shots. If you don't have a player that's willing to do that, this is not a game that's going to be sustainable. If you don't have players that come in and are willing to play a high-level officer, this is not for them. This is not going to work. There are ways around it, like you can play the soldier or the arch-militant and just be a bodyguard or a shock trooper, but they are still made with the idea that you are still playing a general at a higher level, So if you're not wanting to play that, then it does put certain limitations on the fun you can get out of the system. It's a domain game, Rogue Trader. It is made to be where you start out having a ship with tens of thousands of souls being at your mercy, working for you.
So that's almost kind of a little bit like what was the third movie in the Pitch Black series with the Necromongers? You know,
wasn't
got
that the
Vin
second one?
Diesel.
Chronicles of Vidic?
Yeah. Sorry, that was the second one. Yeah, like is that kind of like what the Necromongers were? I mean, they're basically just souls. I mean, they didn't really power the ships, but I mean, they were there to kind of do the bidding of the.
Yeah, so like
Whatever.
effectively, like the smallest ship in this game has 18,500 people working on it. But that is the smallest ship that you can have, and you are the captain. All of these people are your subjects. You're basically starting out at that sort of level.
Wow.
Sax.
Yeah.
I am the captain now.
Exactly. No, exactly. And I mean, when we started all this out, it was actually quite funny because there's so many NPCs that I actually had the captain. When one person was talking to him, he genuinely just went, "Who are you?" And the player had to sit there and go, "Well, I'm your helmsman. I do this job." And he went, "Oh, okay. Well, go and do your job then." I was like, "Okay." So yeah, but it's definitely Rogue Trader is a lot of fun for that because it's you go straight in for the power fantasy. You are the Lord. You rule over these things, and there are, at least in my case, I like having rules that give you outlines of like how do these things work, and it gives you a very concrete outlines of like here's what you can do, here's how this acts. Here's what happens when you do an orbital bombardment, and here's why you shouldn't do an orbital bombardment. That's very good. That's actually very good information.
Shouldn't do one? What you try to say this is 40K? I mean, come on.
No,
all
actually,
I hear is heresy.
Listen, my question to you is: do you want to use this planet in the future?
Well, that's for the God Emperor to decide.
No. Oh, Seraphis, my God. We need to have you sit down and re-educate it. The question is not for the God Emperor to decide. He has got much more important things to deal with, such as the souls. This is where the humble administrative people come in to evaluate whether or not this planet can produce anything.
Do they use spreadsheets for that?
Yes, they do. And this is just where my dism comes in, because I've actually gone through the law aspect of like, how do we find out the taxation of a planet? How does this work?
Of course you did.
Of course I have. I've already put it in my timeline. The players are 1 month away from from a high representative of the administrative branch of the Imperium showing up and going, "We have reviewed all the reports of everything that's been sent out. Our conclusion is this system is fucked." That is going to be the big declaration. It was like, this system is fucked. It was like, we know. We've been here for 6 months. Like, the shit's fucking collapsing. He's like, and therefore, we have now declared that we must reconquer it. It was like, we've been doing that for the last 6 months. Like, where have you been? So if you don't declare which planets are under which banners, we will declare anything to just be up for grabs, which is going to be a problem. Go on.
I would just like to point out that 6 months, like, that's not bad for Imperial bureaucracy, considering that the High Lords of Terror can take up to decades to make a decision on something.
I know. So that's the High Lords, but that is high-level stuff. There is again, Severus, I've been doing a little bit of research. There is a specific auditorial, as in the audit division of the administration that I have found, whose sole jobs is to go down and go, how has this place been performing? And they because this place has been gone for 200 years, they've gone 200 years of no taxes have been found. Unacceptable. What is the report saying right now? Not up to standards. Unacceptable. What resources have you put in to ensure that we get production up into place? Not enough. Open up the sleuth gates. Allow people to go in there. We must rebuild.
Was this division somehow uncorrupted over the last 10,000 years set up by Malchior the Sigillite? Because if it functions, it sounds like it must have been set up by him.
So it doesn't function because the auditorial division, their entire interest is: are you paying taxes? Are you meeting the criteria? Yes, no. If no, hand it over to the next division, whose job it is to figure out how to make that work. So they're going to show up, this audit division, and basically go, you guys aren't working. And to which the entire sector is going to go, we know we've been stuck, like we've just been in 200 years of a warp storm. Like it's been hell for us. We've been invaded by orcs, by Rakghouls. We've been invaded by Eldar, all of these things. And they're going, well, that's not our problem. The report here says that you haven't been paying your taxes for 200 years. That's a problem. Ergo, we're now saying that if we don't have clear divisions of who you are, of which planets, you are considered to have been lost and must be reconquered. And that is going to throw so many problems in, because you've got 4 navigator houses who have been fighting each other. Well, there's been division amongst them. The big one is basically go, we've been fighting to keep things in order. What the fuck? And another group has been going, we've been establishing our empire. We want to pay taxes, but we can't because of these fuckers. And the Imperium is going to go, that sounds like not our problem. We haven't been given our taxes. That is a you problem. You have fallen behind schedule. You must fix it now. And to ensure that this is done, we have now lowered the criteria for what is needed in order for people to come in and bring population back up to speed.
I feel like it's like that Spider-Man meme, but it's 4 Spider-Man pointing at each other, while above them looms Galactus.
Yes. Yeah, they're all just pointing at each other like, you fucked it up, you fucked it up, you fucked it up, and above them is, Galactus just going, you haven't paid your taxes. That's an audit. So that's that game. It's been a lot of fun. The players are thinking like, oh, it's going to be great, first contact and all of this, and they're going to be hit soon by like a new rogue trader family showing up and basically going, hey, wait, let's get shit done. Let's start populating and claiming planets and just conga lining in people. Throw them down onto the planet. Do they know how to do agriculture? Nope, don't care. Give them the tools and a manual. They'll be fine.
Can they read the manual? No, but that's not our problem.
Exactly. Listen, it's exactly, Seraphis. We just need to put a nice little flag on there. Offload a boatload of people. Are they criminals? Maybe. Don't care. They were cheap. And that's what they're going to be doing. And that's just go in, do that, beat the shit out of that. And it's, to make it worse, it's going to be an old school rogue trader, meaning that they got there, because I'm playing this 200 years after Robert Guilliman having ascended up and is now the regent of the Imperium. The players got their warrant of trade from Robert Guilliman. This other rogue trader got it from the lineage of the God Emperor. So the other rogue trader is going to look at the players and go, "Oh, so you are like the Bitcoin equivalent of a billionaire, whereas we are old money. We actually own things."
I love that analogy so much.
It is. Robert Guilliman. Is he the God Emperor? Does he judge our worth? No. He's just, he's a natural primarch, of course, but he's also a bureaucrat. Ergo, who really is the fanciest man of us all?
Oh, you mean the man who destroyed our entire ability to properly form, the Emperor's Angels into cohesive army units to wash planets one by one, or system by system. Oh, that guy who broke all that? Yeah, no. Yeah. Peasant.
Pretty much. So that's what the players are going to be up against, and the new rogue trader group is going to come in. They are xenophiles, which means that, hey, we will make aliens work for us, which is all okay.
To be fair, the Emperor was kind of like that too.
Oh yeah,
he didn't mind aliens as long as they were working for humanity.
Yeah. But again, it depends on who you ask. And this group of players are very much like, we got to be careful about the aliens. So that's my Rogue Trader group. Again, having a lot of fun. Quite enjoying it. Oh, sorry, almost missed it. One of the things that the players are realizing is that, one of the players sent me a private message some time ago and basically went, "Hey, there's an advancement for a class that you can pick, which is that you are a spy on behalf of the Inquisition. Can I take that?" And I was looking at them going, "You understand what you are doing. And I have a specific Inquisitor in mind that is going to oversee this sector. Do you understand what you are asking me to permit?" They're like, "Hey, no, I am happy to do that." All right, cool. Here's the criteria. You have to be subtle on behalf of this Inquisitor. You must report. You can't skim on details.
So I have a question, Saxious.
Go on.
Are you playing 40K or Paranoia?
No, it's 40K, but one of the other players genuinely thinks that they could win the Inquisitor over and be on their side.
No one wins
By
in
just-
the Inquisition.
I mean, listen, he's like, "Listen, we're going to do all these things which is pro Imperium, and we're going to parade it in front of the Inquisitor," which is, hey, it's one way of showing that you are good intended. It also means that you're on his radar.
Which means you're prime for being called a heretic.
So, again, I don't know how much you guys know about 40K. The Inquisitor is from the Ordo Hereticus / Ordo Xenos. He works for both of them. He specifically targets the influence of aliens into humans, and he targets the coal trade because he is afraid, having witnessed the influence of the Tau, of how they can use trade, economics, and diplomacy to whittle their way past the front lines, behind the supply lines, causing more havoc within society. That's his concern. This region of space has been cut off for 200 years. They have now been re-emerged, and there are Orc freebooters, Rakghouls, Elder Corsairs. The players don't know it, but there's also Drukhari. There are Thexians, which, again, for those of you who don't know, Thexians are creatures who has certain abilities that they can convince you to literally sell yourself into slavery, and you think it's a good idea. I love these guys. They're gonna do things. And then I've got a whole bunch of other bug races that's cropped up. And I've also got ghost races that are making their way. It's a fucking mess. There's a very alien focused orientation towards this, and I have a very I'm excited about this. I have a very small division of the Adeptus Biologus who has fallen for Papa Nurgle, because why not? We need a little bit of biological chaos in our lives, don't we?
I mean, I'm more inclined to go Slaneshi, but sure. Maybe I
So
just like
am
a
I.
little bit of kink.
So am I. But listen, the problem is my players know what I am. So if I show up like,
Gotta mix it up.
Slanesh, I do it. Just don't hold up any mirrors to them. They'll just get excited. Gotta mix it up. Gotta put in some Nurgle and come on, guys. Let me pose to you something. Imagine just for a moment that your ship gets hit by torpedoes, but it's not explosives. They're just filled with viruses. Just imagine the absolute sheer panic as these horrifying diseases now gets into your ventilations and circulates through your system like the.
Are we
as your
talking
lungs.
zombies?
Oh my god, zombies are the least of the things I can think of to bring out. Are you familiar with Dead Space?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
kind of
know-
a combination of zombies and Last of Us and just general or leprosy. Add in some leprosy for good measure.
Yeah, no, exactly. Not to me, yeah. So that's what the players are going to be going up against. It's going to be delicious. So I'm excited on that side. I've been building this up We've gotten it into a train. I've got certain timelines where things are going to happen, and I am hoping, I am praying. I want my group to go to the eastern part where I've got a little empire where the navigators there have basically gone, fuck you, we'll pay taxes to the government. We're not paying taxes to the state. Because, apparently there's a difference. But they've made their empire there, and they are just like, hey, welcome to the place. Don't mind the poor people. We will shove them underneath the stairs so that you don't have to see them.
Don't mind the poor people.
Yes. No, completely. I've taken inspiration from, think of it like extreme Russian Federation of, oligarchs. Fantastic. Poor people. At least they can work. My Sunday group, on the other hand, has just gone on the direction of, hey, autumn is coming to a close. We need to gather up our supplies, find a place, remove the local population, and build our own stronghold. Because we're the good guys, remember?
I can see the logic.
Naturally. This is a story about heroes rising up, and we are our own heroes. We aspire to be good. And why do you have Duragar and Drow amongst you? Anti-heroes.
We're doing good things, just not the way you'd like us to.
The interpretations of good is the benefit of the people working for us. We are very socialist around here. Yeah, so basically, they're going down the route of they want to go, conquer, rise up, and do all these things. And the players have already more or less they've encountered a small kingdom of the Gif, aka Hippo people, who is running their country as the samurai / Chinese warlords, funded by the opium drug trade.
As you do.
As you do. The players have already looked at me and gone, I can't stand them. I can't stand them. The biggest offense is really just the accent that Oscar gives them. You gotta talk like this because I've got massive mouth and they're fat. So they just want to get rid of them so you don't have to interact with them.
Kind of a cross of Winston Churchill and Orson Welles.
Yeah. Exactly. So that's to make what should have been a short answer very long, right? That's the answer. Hi.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. You've done what my wife does. Sold me out.
No. I mean, I'm listening. I'm listening.
Oh yeah, I forgot to say I didn't get the game yesterday.
God damn it.
Yeah. So this 3.5 game is still going on.
I was going to say, it's not a big loss. You would have only gotten through, what, like half a round of combat?
Well, this is supposedly the Jarl fight. So this is finally the BBEG fight.
So two players would have gotten their turn.
I'm not asking for a lot, Seraphis. I just want you to get past all of this so that I can see you like the gremlin that you want to become. Present to your game master the long spreadsheet of things that needs to be made. And then go on.
No, you go.
And then once this is all done, you're going to go, thank you very much. I'm going to put this. And now I've built a self-made factory with no pollution. Because we can't, suffocate our people down there. And a production line of magical items. Because all we just need is just warp dust that we sniff and huff.
Well, I've already got the production line worked out because dedicated rights, I can build as many of them as I want. And they can craft whatever I need to. As long as it's not magical, they can all do it at once.
Nice.
So I can get a procession line of unenchanted masterwork, like weapons or armor or whatever, built. And then there's one dedicated crafter that is enchanting everything. So as he finishes one, grabs another one, starts enchanting it, makes money.
You sound like my AD&D group, the moment that they got a hold of Wall of Iron, located themselves near the woods, and got one player to be an engineer and weaponsmith. They looked at me dead in my eyes and went, "We now have this spell of manufacturing or whatever it is, like the one where you take random pieces of shit and just transform it into like actual production things." And they just leaned across and went, "We're gonna break your economy, Oscar. We're just gonna mass produce weapons. We've been gathering this up, Oscar. I've been spending 2,500 gold for all of these blueprints, Oscar. You can't stop us. What are you gonna do? Tax us? We're tax exempt, Oscar. You gave this to us. And if they're gonna try, we're gonna make our boat levitate. So we're an independent state hovering just out of taxation. Haha! We got you."
See, that's the thing. In 3.5, the Artificer has Wall of Iron and has Fabricate. So I can...
Oh yeah, fabricated stone, yeah. That's all you need.
Yeah.
That's all you need.
I'm basically
Brilliant.
going to be creating... having my dedicated rights basically create Walls of Iron and then basically an assembly line of sprue sheets. So they just keep popping out weapons as it comes down the line.
That's fair enough. I love it. This is how it's meant to be. Mind you, I have been dangling something in front of my Sunday group as well. What if, just bear with me, play, just for a moment, let us play God. What if we could start, take Adventure to Conquer a King. There is a system within there where you can crossbreed monsters to generate your own monsters. Just imagine what the players will do once they learn that they can do this.
Yeah, everyone already has that. It's called mage breeding. I've already got that feat.
It's just going to be like, I forget the actor's name from Spy Kids 2. Is God just afraid of what he has made on Earth, and that's why he doesn't show himself? God isn't dead, he's just in hiding. Because of us. See, that's what I try to inspire into my players. Just do these things. Do them, because what's the worst that can happen?
I want to get to that point where I'm like Professor Farnsworth in that episode of Futurama, where he has to part with one of his doomsday devices. And he's like, well, I suppose I can part with one and still be feared. Meanwhile, he's got like a wall of like dozens more. It's like, oh, okay, I guess we can use one.
Oh shit, I forgot about this module. I'm definitely using that.
See, I think the worst part is that I'm trying to keep to the theme of like Eberron with my Artificer. So there's not going to be anything that would be considered otherwise too insane. On the other hand, if I had requested that he was a Greyhawk Artificer, Greyhawk had that module where, a UFO crash lands and you can get a ray gun.
Oh, yeah.
Greyhawk Artificer, that opens up to some real insanity. I'll be right back.
All right.
So what about you, Brian? What have you been playing this week?
Nothing. I've been playing the game of life.
And how are you winning?
I'm not losing. Just been working.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Yeah, I literally have nothing exciting.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, take your time.
It's all on Saxius now. Entertain
Oh,
everybody.
No, I'm
Well-
still here. I'm just, a few minutes away from camera time.
a
So,
few minutes away from what? Camera time?
yeah, I'm leaving my camera off for the moment.
All right, that's
That's-
fair enough.
That's why I've been like this.
I mean, I wasn't questioning it. I just didn't understand the wording of it. I'm minutes away from camera time. I didn't know that there was a specific time for it.
But I'm going to be in your neighborhood in like a week. I'm very excited.
Nice. So
So-
you'll be in the UK, I take?
Uh-huh.
Nice.
We
Where in
we-
the UK are you going to be visiting?
Wherever we want.
Nah, fair enough. Have fun.
We rented a car. We're staying in like northwest London
Yep.
because I figure like everywhere's like 2 hours away.
Yeah.
So if we get up early, wherever we want to go, we could probably get there by the time it opens. And then everything shuts down at 6.
Yeah.
And so even if it's a 2-3 hour drive home, we're home by 10. Who cares?
I mean, that's a very positive attitude to have. For the Europeans, they'll be looking at that and going, "Oh, so much driving, can't stand it. Oh no, 2 hours, got to go anywhere. No, it'll be
no.
40 max."
2 hours. That's how long it takes for me to get my son to a hospital appointment. Oh no.
I know. But
Yeah.
Again,
Right.
I
If I want to go to Los Angeles, I'm not flying. I'm going to drive. It's like 6 hours. If I'm going to Salt Lake City, that's like 12. I'm still driving.
Oh yeah, like when we did family holidays, if we went to like Melbourne or the Gold Coast, like we would just drive. And
Gold Coast seems far away.
I mean, there's a direct highway route from there, so like it's what, like 12 to 15 hours
Oh. Yeah, I do that in a heartbeat.
at like 150 to 200k an hour.
I'd again do that in a heartbeat. Because 150 kilometers an hour is like 80 miles an hour, so sure. But yeah, oh, hi Brian. I missed that.
That's a
Anyways, but yeah, so like yeah, we haven't I'm bad at like scheduling like here is what we're going to do every single day in this order.
I mean, sometimes you don't need that. Like when I was on my honeymoon with my wife, like we basically just went. We've got 10 days. We're gonna do at least one thing every day, and we're just gonna see what's nearby us. And then we'd either go there, we'd do that, and
Where'd you
just sort of
go?
like Rome.
Oh, yeah.
So that was just a moment of where it was just like, we're just going to do that. Or recently we went to Oxford and we basically went, okay, we have got nothing planned. All we've got is Google Maps. We're just going to look in and see what there is. And it's like, okay, there's a museum over there. Let's go and see that. There's a tourist attraction over there. Let's go and see that. And there's just more or less, whatever we just found, we just went, okay, that's this distance away. Let's go and see what that is. There's a shopping mall over there. Let's just go and see what it has. Maybe there's something of interest.
Yeah, that's kind of how I roll. Kim wants us to be a little bit more planned, but I haven't done it.
That's fair enough.
To put it simply.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough. It is what it is.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, of course.
nice.
Well, no, outside of that, again, enjoy my 40k game. it's definitely a lot of like again high level stuff, and the players have claimed a bunch of places. I do always have to be mindful of what the players do, and basically go like, oh yeah, that's X amount of days, tally that up, because every 90 days there's supposed to be something that happens. Because that's where they can either make money, they can have events take place, or something else could occur. So I've got to be on top of that. But again, I like that kind of thing, where a lot of it is you set it up and then it's in the background, just sort of like rolling on its own.
Mm.
And, every so often it pops up.
No, I can understand that. I have not to as much a degree, but similar things that I do in my games as well. So
Yeah.
just less spreadsheets though.
Yeah. I just find that it just streamlines a lot of it. Like I've just recently updated my spreadsheet for when the players go, oh, we're now gonna jump into the warp and go from here to here. Before it would be like, okay, do this, this, and this. Now it's like, okay, I need to copy this up here. Everything immediately tells me how long it's going to be. I just need the player to make his rolls, so I can see how many degrees of success he has, and then I can see like, okay, here's how long it takes. I can just tell them that and how it goes down. It makes it easier for me.
Yeah, I do have to say, Saxtrus, I realize I make a lot of spreadsheet jokes, but
Yeah,
I don't hold it against you.
no, like I don't think you do. Like it's a joke. It's a gimmick. It's fun. It gives everyone here a laugh. Please continue. I enjoy them. Please keep them up. It's like
you just keep rolling. You like I didn't even say anything. So sometimes I wonder.
oh, it's just me just going like, yeah, that's fun. Let's keep going. We're not slowing down. Momentum is building. No, like I'm cool with it.
Oh,
It'd be funny if there was a chaos god of like organization, but like OCD levels.
like you are actually slowly destroying yourself by the fact that you cannot, be as organized as your god requires of you.
Like every menial task needs to be done.
To
Surface.
perfection.
Yeah.
I'm just going to give you an update. That's just government testing things. The god that you are describing already exists.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he's been added in the new expansions.
Well, that explains why I don't know about him.
Yeah. So he's not a dedicated god. He's more of a demon prince at this point. But he's a demon prince.
So he's one of the ones rising up at the moment.
Yes. But the concept is that he wants to rise up and become a demon prince of chaos, but specifically chaos for like the dark mechanics, for machinery, corruption, and that sort. Because he is such a pedantic little shit. That's basically like, you have to do things the right way. The right way. Get the fuck out of here, because now I have to do it, you imbecile. You're not doing it the right way.
Which is why he hasn't ascended to be a chaos god yet, because,
Yeah. He's
like,
such a
he can't amass underlings.
Yeah, no, he's terrible at it. Well, there's been some very interesting interactions between like him and like Abaddon, or Failbadon, however you want to refer to him as, where he's basically gone, oh, you understand nothing. There used to be gigantic things that used to do this, and this, talking about the old ones, the Necrontyr and all that. And Abaddon just going, I don't fucking care. I just need their weapons. Your history lessons are useless. It's like, the fuck? Don't you understand intricacies? I don't care, Vashtor. Get back in your box.
I love how Abaddon is doing everything he can to be like Horus, except being the complete opposite every time.
Yeah. It's one of the reasons why I've never been a fan of the Space Marines because for me the Space Marines were like the thing I didn't enjoy about 40k. I like the Imperial Guard, I like the Inquisition, I like a whole bunch of other things. But I've gotten more interested into the Space Marines, and I've learned about Huron Blackhearts. You're a competent, uprising Chaos Astartes who actually understands, here's how you run things. And he made a hilarious comment after he used to be a good guy. He would run things as you would as a good guy. He fell, or well, things went kind of sideways for him, and now he's a Chaos Warlord. And he had this problem of he had to rebuild himself after he fell. So he sat there and went, okay, I need to account of who do I have, what's the ammunition, what's our supply lines, all of these basic things. People would go out, they would do it, they would come back and go, here's what it is. And then he would sit there and go, right, while you were doing that, I had some other people do some other reports. You've given me this number, and I've now been given reports that these two factions have started killing each other in the underbowers, which means that your reports are now outdated. And they went, yeah, well, what do you want us to do about it? We're chaos. And he went, Jesus Christ. You know what I'm going to do? You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to summon a fucking representative of Nurgle, because at least those people understand the purpose of counting. They have an obsession with it. He was just why do I deal with this? You can't do the reason why we never accomplish anything is because no one fucking works. You're too busy bickering.
I mean, sounds like a feature more than a bug.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing when you go into chaos. It's just you've got a whole bunch of different war bands who doesn't get along, who starts fighting because they want to show how strong they are to you, and you're like, I don't need you to show that you're good. I just need you to do your job when I deploy you. How hard is this?
You had
how will I gain
one
favor
job.
With the yeah, exactly. Jesus Christ. But wait, gentlemen. There are other things. I mean, there's one story that always makes me laugh when it comes to 40k. You all know how powerful an Inquisitor is, right?
Yes.
Obnoxiously.
Obnoxious. So if I said to someone was a Lord Inquisitor, would you think that he is more powerful than a normal Inquisitor?
Yes.
All right, you're very correct. No. So even Inquisitors have got their bosses, and a Lord Inquisitor is that. He's in charge of an entire region of space. He's got a lot of work to do. There is a moment where a Lord Inquisitor basically shouted at the Administrator because they were taking away his toys because he didn't fill out the right paperwork. And he was like, I am waging a serious war against chaos here. I need these soldiers. I need them. They are the Inquisitorial Siege Army. You can't take them away from me. To which the Administrator just went, you didn't fill out the paperwork. I'm sorry. We need these people elsewhere. These are the Imperial Army. You should have filed out for these sections, but you're long overdue. I'm sorry. It's not our problem. So the Inquisitor then had to basically go, fuck you, I hate you. And then have to apply for permits to reshuffle his own regiments around and not lose them. Which was a different division. Who then went, oh yeah, sure, you can do that. And he went, fuck. Still lost a lot of men, but it's just funny.
I'm going to go back to my original question and just say, is this 40k or paranoia? Because the lines are pretty blurred at this point.
I just think it's funny as all hell. Mind you, my players they've got 3 different NPCs who just oversees the paperwork to make sure that they don't have to do it and it's done right. Also because they know me. I am going to have things turn around and be, shot back at them if they don't do it that way. I mean, let me ask you, wouldn't you do it if you had a chance to screw over your players and be like, didn't fill out the right paperwork?
I mean, depends. I don't know. I don't think I can be that that exacting as you, Sarah or Saxious.
That's all right. I mean, you can call me Oscar if you prefer. It's all up to you.
I
No,
almost
you're
said
about-
Seraphis.
Yeah.
That's all.
That's okay.
So
I will say, I completely understand that because in a BattleTech game we were doing, this is like 2003 or something.
Mhm.
I think it was either Turians or Capellans had terminated our contract before we had finished up the contract. And so they violated the terms of our contract. And so we brought that against them and took them to the MRB,
Right.
which yeah,
MRBC.
yeah. That was a lot of fun. We got them penalized. So we didn't get any more contracts from them. But we got a huge payout too, so that was nice.
Like I have to say, I do think it's like really funny that like we'll have, you know, like these are games and they are quote unquote supposed to be fun. Not trying to say anyone is not having fun with it, but then we get stuff like, I'm going to role play my spreadsheet. I'm going to role play a contract dispute. And it's just like to anyone on the outside, they would have to be looking at this being like, what? And that's fun?
Yes, my sister watched some of this back then. She thought we were nuts because we were essentially doing like Law and Order, except just the law part in a courtroom. I was just like, what are you guys doing? I thought you were playing mech game or something. And we're like, we are. We're having a contract dispute. She didn't get it.
I mean, again, so I usually just, again, it makes complete sense what you're saying, Brian. For anyone off the outside, they will look at this and go, how is this role playing? But that's the entire point. It's like this is the role playing of what the characters are doing. It's almost like a mimicry of what we see in the real world. Corporates go to, or even people go to court to settle legal matters. It needs preparation, needs work in. The difference here being because you are so invested into it and you've got some form of influence over how the outcome could be. You want to do these things like. Use magic, for example, or fancy. Like, I've got ESP. I looked into his mind. That man is lying. He's lying under oath. Quick, kill him.
Right. No, exactly. I just think it's funny because, again.
Don't get me wrong, Brian. I mean, my yesterday game with the Saturday group, I actually had to pause the game and go, right, I have to like explain what's happening now. Because one of the players is a psycho. They've got a bit ability of to talk to other people via their mind. But that player forgets that they're doing it.
Okay.
So they're having a full conversation with someone else via the mind. And then they just go like, oh yeah, I now need to, talk to this other person. They just turn around and then they stare at that person, forgetting that they need to use their mouth. Which I have to pause the game and basically explain to the other player, like, this person has been staring at a wall for the last 20 minutes. You have no idea why. You are having a full-blown conversation. They stopped and just went straight into this corner and began staring at it. You stood there for 20 minutes, and now they've turned around and now they're staring at you, and then just, their expressions are like, come on, I'm expecting an answer. Why are you ignoring me? And the other players are going like, oh yeah, right. I keep on forgetting. Jeez. Or they'll just turn around and suddenly like ask them because something completely unrelated, and it's just like, where did this come from? Well, I'm having a conversation with this person. Like, when is your Vox speed on, or like what's going on? It's like, no. Oh yeah, I was using my psychic powers.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. Or let me take my Sunday group last week. They decided to fuck around and find out, which is we're going to split the party. But they described it as like, we're just going to run off in these directions. And I went, okay, so what's the intention here? Like, I just want to get away from them. Cool. You just do a deadbolt to run away from them? It's like, yeah. All right. Roll me a survival check. Because you may get lost. And they did. They got lost in the city. Which is great. Because I was generally asking, like, how do you know which way is north? And they're like,
why would I need to know that?
Yeah. It's like, why is that relevant? It's like, well, I'm just going to leave you with that. I can only speak from my experience. I've gotten lost in a city before, and it's been like, oh, I've been here before. I don't want to be here again. Where the fuck do I need to go now without using Google Maps?
But do they even have Google Maps in 40K?
No. They've just got... So, sometimes the city is built in such a convoluted way where they just go, this is the area you're in. Okay, well, how do I get out of it? I'll ask the locals.
It's worse than the city of Sharm.
So that's that. And then, I mean, that's before you go into like the details of like, ships being the size of cities. The ship that my players from my 40K group, they've got a ship that's at the size of like 30,500. That's a decent sized city, I think. They've then also specifically given it what's called for the Tenebro Maze, which means that the inside of the ship is so convoluted that only the locals know how to navigate it. It's literally a maze inside of the ship to make it more difficult.
It's not so much a maze. It's just, repairs were made and the map wasn't updated.
Yeah. That's exactly it. Which has only been a hilarious feature whenever I've had to explain to the players, like, you bring people on board, they don't leave the same way you brought them to the same room. Like, they came in from the left, you now take them to the right, and they end up in a different exit, which is near to where they came in to begin with. But they're like, how do we get around in this place? It's a labyrinth, and to which you're like, well, you just take a left and a right, and you go up a few stairs, you go forward another one, you go up by another elevator, then you find a pole and you just slide down. I'm like, what? That makes no sense.
It's not supposed to.
Yeah.
But yes.
It just works.
But I had some ideas for topics today, but this has been a lot more entertaining than the semi-angry rant that I had planned.
Politics.
Who are you angry at this time?
It's kind of got to do with that conversation we had at the start of the week, Brian. Marches.
Oh, yeah.
Mm,
After last week's episode.
yeah.
That's
Those-
fine.
Yeah.
We don't need to talk about that on stream.
I don't like people. I really don't. And I don't like how easily people fall for bullshit.
And yet you hang out with us.
You're comparable to Einstein compared to some people, or a vast majority of people who fall so easily for stupid, obvious shit.
So
All
you're
those
saying we're tolerable.
Yes. But not
We're
for
taking-
very much longer.
But not for very much longer. I'm like, you are taking this way too seriously.
But yeah, oh man. Yeah, I'm not gonna get into that.
So what's everyone's plans for this week?
Well, Grim's got a full work week, so yeah, full-time kids. I'm gonna be exhausted.
Like 40 hours full time?
Oh, just the during the day part. So it's full on me up until
No.
Sunday.
Grim.
Yeah.
Okay, in the United States, full time is 40 hours a week. 5 8-hour shifts. Is that what Grim is doing?
No, hers is more like 4 to 6. But from like till Sunday.
Hold on. 4 a.m. to 6 p.m.? Or 4 p.m. to 6 p.m.?
Or 4 p.m. till 6
No. Like between like 10 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Okay.
Got it. Okay. Okay. Her shifts are 4 to 6 hours.
Yes.
Right, with you.
But then she'll work like 6 or 7 days a week instead of... Okay. Got it. So then that's still about 40 hours a week. So that's full time. Okay.
Yep.
Well, congratulations to her for getting the full-time job.
Didn't I tell you about that like weeks ago?
I think you did, but regardless.
But pass it on
to
from
her.
me. I didn't know about it, so congrats.
Exactly. See, now Saxious knows.
But yes,
So you're saying you get to practice your patience.
my patience is very practiced at the moment. I don't recommend kids.
I recommend like 3 times as many as you have.
No.
I'm just countering your recommendation, that's all.
Sax, like I told Tori, kids are a nice idea. You should definitely encourage your friends to have them so that you continue to have free time.
No, because other people's kids are annoying.
No,
Your
but
own kids are annoying too, but they're less annoying.
they are more annoying because they're your responsibility too.
Yeah, well, I hear what you're saying. I might not be the right person to say it to because I'm wanting to go down that route.
Well, just know we're here for you regardless.
Thank you.
Again, more power to you. You know, have
Hey,
like all the kids, all of like.
This is a choice that each couple will make, and that's my view of it. You know, it's not for me to say or give judgment to it. It's that's everyone's decisions.
No, exactly. I'm still going to encourage it, but
But you won't get any sleep. There will be no sleep.
That's like until like all of them are like 6, and then you're fine.
they're turning 6 this year. It's not fine yet.
I said like. There's some wiggle room.
Come on, Seraphis. You've had to roleplay an entire court session. You already know that these commas and full stops have deeper meanings than simple grammar. This is the foundation of our society.
I know. That's why I want to be a pirate and burn it all down.
That's fair enough.
Emphasis on want to be. I'm definitely not actually a pirate. For the
That's only because you don't have your ship yet. If you had a ship right now, let's be honest, you'd be straight up pirating.
Oh, I would definitely be taking some pot shots at certain countries around the world. Particle beams for everybody, including my own.
Starting with Tuvalu. No.
What?
You said you'd be taking pot shots at certain countries, and I said starting with Tuvalu.
What's that?
It's a country.
I don't think I've ever heard of that country.
Fun fact, have you heard of .tv?
No.
Like for domain names, like website.tv.
No.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. TV is the country code for the island nation of Tuvalu.
Huh.
So they also got the top level. Yeah, so they got the top level domain .tv. And so 10% of their GDP comes from domain registrations of the .tv top level domain.
So that's why Twitch.tv is what it is. Okay.
Right. They had to go to the Tuvalu domain registry.
Oh, Pepperbox is the same.
And anything .tv. So actually like .com.au, that's the Australian top level domain.
Yeah.
.uk, .de, whatever.
I mean, damn it, Brian, I come here to talk shit and Drek, not to be educated. Why you gotta turn this around?
I am a vault of worthless knowledge.
Just vault of like, Oscar, you're gonna learn this now. Don't care what you think.
Oscar, have you seen or heard of my new channel?
Not yet, but I'm about to be exposed to it.
You are reading wikis for you. Literally, I just pick a Wikipedia article and read it. Think of it like audiobooks for Wikipedia.
Oddly enough, that does sound interesting.
Yeah, I've had a lot of fun with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
also, like
also,
the whole thing. Go on.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, but it's also like the whole thing of like, once you go on Wikipedia, pick a random page, and then see how quickly it takes you to go over to World War II.
Oh yeah, that's right. You did make that joke the other day. It's
like 5 steps away from World War II. Everywhere.
That's fair. I haven't really run into it yet. I mean, I did one, the P-38 Lightning. I think that one comes out tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
That was like an hour and a half of reading.
So I should get comfortable then, huh?
Yes. Put your headphones on while you're walking the kids to school and on the walk back. And
maybe on the walk back.
Whatever.
I've got to be watching out for freaking morning traffic, which is insane.
But yeah, no, it's funny because the fat electrician mentioned it. And he's like, yeah, this is my $1 million idea, and I told it to, you know, our buddy, blah blah blah, and he's like, but that guy wasn't gonna, you know, isn't doing anything with it. I'm like, well, I can do something with it.
Yoink.
Right. So, you know, it's it's interesting. I was talking with one friend of mine. He's like, even if it doesn't really take off at the end, like whenever you decide to stop, you're just gonna know a lot of random stuff. I'm like, I already do.
It's like when you're asking the questions about the dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I just go like, boing.
Right.
Like-
That's I'm not using the names exactly as defined. I'm going to come up with my own names.
Yeah.
But at least it pushed me in the right direction.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm a vault of useless knowledge on myths, or at least know of something, and then we'll be able to track it down that way.
right, and that's fine. I was just stuck and not finding anything. But Saxious, basically, so you understand why he's bringing up the dogs. So my wife and I were doing a deep dive through the My Little Pony role playing game.
Yep.
And there's been a lot of people are like, no, I'm not. Nope, My Little Pony, not doing anything. I'm like, that's fine. I get it. That's quote unquote normal.
But some of us are more comfortable in our manhood. I'm just saying.
No, and that's fine. But like maybe a 10-year-old boy doesn't want pink and sparkles and whatever.
I should
And
introduce you to my boy.
I didn't say all of them. I just said some of them, maybe a lot of them. I don't know. Anyways, so I just had the idea. I'm like, well, why not just like conceptually the way that My Little Pony is organized, just reskin it. You don't have to rewrite the rules. You don't have to come up with, new mechanics.
Yep.
Literally just come up with something that a boy would be interested in. And I couldn't come up with any better ideas. And so we should so I got stuck on dogs. And then my son's girlfriend does art. So I actually commissioned her to do some art. So we've got a couple of regular dogs, a couple of unicorn dogs, and a couple of Pegasus dogs. But the unicorn and the Pegasus dogs, I couldn't really find any existing mythological creatures. It's like, oh, I'll just use that name. And especially Pegasus and unicorn kind of come from the same general mythological location.
Yeah.
But the ideas that Seraphis found from me are kind of scattered. I think one's Asian and what was the other one?
Armenian.
Yeah, Armenian.
Oh, okay.
So it's all right, this is a little off, quote unquote. Anyways, I'm just gonna make up my own names. But regardless, I am so excited to show off the art.
To be fair, I think there's some African ones that are specific to being like hyenas, but I was trying to more narrow it down to actual dogs. So, because otherwise there's African ones that, as I said, they're more hyena, but there is a horned hyena mythological creature and
No, that's
a winged
fine.
hyena. Yeah.
Well, then send that over. I told you I'm going to make up my own names, but at least if I have a starting point to go off of.
I like myths. They're fun.
Yeah?
Yeah, mythology is fun.
So is history.
Yeah. There's just things in history that you pick up and it's just like, how did this happen? Why did you do this? That's the fun bit of it.
And there's no reason any of it should have happened. You're like, that doesn't math.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then you remember that they're human beings, and it's like, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Someone was going to be a cunt, and that's how everything happened. Which, let's be fair, that's kind of how it usually goes. So,
Facts.
ah, dear.
Yeah, right.
Oh yeah, the one of the reasons why I started grabbing the Lego Ninjago stuff is because it's the only stuff that has like weapons.
And also some really good mech suits.
Yeah, apparently a bunch of mech suits, which
Ninjago doesn't make any sense. I don't care. It's
Yeah.
fine.
I mean, there's that too. But like, oh my god, in Australian dollars at least, anyway, there's currently one that's like this almost $200 one. I think it's about 30 centimeters tall, and I swear to God, it looks pristine as fuck as a mech suit, and it's like got its spear down or this lance down, and it's spearing this giant kraken, and it's like, I have no idea what the fuck is going on, but that is some fucking hardcore shit. Like,
I am gonna have to call it here and head off. But thank you very much for having me. It's been
No
a
worries.
lot of fun.
Bye, Saxious.
Bye.
But oh my god, Dreams is fucking wild, man.
Okay, we've told you to lay off the LSD.
No.
Maybe that's your problem with the kids. The LSD is jacking up your anxiety.
No, but like,
I don't hear you disagreeing with what I've said.
why would I? But no, it's like there's so many elements about that show that keep coming up where it's like this seems like it should have come out of like an 80s cartoon or an 80s movie.
Sure.
Like, okay, full spoiler, right? Early on in the series, in season 1, they meet a Yeti,
as you do.
as you do in the dream world.
Where else are you going to meet it?
Well, see, that's the thing. It doesn't seem to be listed as a dream creature. In fact, it's not really listed as anything on the official wiki. So, does that mean Yetis are real in the real world of that world, and this Yeti was dreaming? Or is it actually a dream creature and it wasn't properly labeled?
Yes.
But then it gets shot by a shadow bolt, right? Which turns creatures into night terrors, which are these winged demon face looking like horrors, right? And the way that this happens is it begins creeping over their body like the venom suit, the symbiote. And then once it's fully consumed them, their eyes and mouth go yellow, and then their body explodes, and the night terror leaps out of their body.
I mean, sounds normal to me.
That's full on 80s shit. My daughter was clutching my hand watching this, and I'm like, oh my god, this is some 80s fucking shit. What the hell is it doing? And she's just like she can't stop watching, but she's just like, her anxiety at that point was just squeezing my hand. It was just like, what the fuck is this show?
And the boy, what did the boy think of it?
Oh, he hasn't watched it. I'm not going to show him that. He'll have nightmares for weeks, man. Are you kidding me? Fuck. He already barely sleeps.
I just figured it's Lego. I didn't think it would be that traumatic.
Oh no, it is. It totally is. It's so fucking dark. I've just finished season 1 and we're on to season 2, and they've gone from trying to defeat the Nightmare King, who was the whole reason why there were like nightmares trying to invade the real world, to this evil lady called the Never Witch. She full on steals your dreams and memories to power herself, which
As one does.
which leaves you forgetting things in your life, in the dream world and the real world. So the main character's sister, who's part of the main cast, gets her memories of the dream world taken away, and now she doesn't remember anything. And it's like, holy crap. Like, they're trying to explain things to her, because like when she goes into the dreaming, she comes into like their pocket when she enters, and she's just thinking all of this is magical and amazing. It's like, no, we do this every night. And like they have to keep explaining to her, like,
What are we gonna do tonight? What are we gonna do tonight, Pinky?
the same thing we do every night. Yeah, it's kind of like a dark version of that. It's yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It's yeah. I don't know, and the next season apparently has something called the Cyber Brain, or the Cyber Mind. I can't remember which way it's actually called, but apparently that ends up like taking over their father. So like, I don't even know whether the sister ends up getting like her memories back or anything yet. It is just absolutely dark shit.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah. Because like I was like, oh, Lego. Did I initially tell you why I put it on or got hooked on it to begin with?
Weren't you like just bored or something?
No. The girl wanted, it was one of her days at home during the week, and I was like, what do you want to watch? She's like, I want to watch some Lego. And so, well, you're lucky you lived in this day and age, because there's options for that. Like me. So I bring up Lego on Netflix, and there's like Lego Dreams, Lego Ninjago, Lego City Adventures, and whatnot. Lego City Undercover. And she's like, oh, the Dreams one. So I put on Dreams, and like before I can even put the remote down and walk out, I'm watching it. And then like I take a step back, and I sit down on the couch. And the next thing, like two and a half episodes have gone past. I'm like, I feel like I should have seen this in the 80s. Oh man. Yeah, it was just that show was wild, I tell you.
All right.
Yeah. But yes, I've also been very much distracted with No Man's Sky, because they introduced Corvettes, which I've just been building various renditions of pirate ships, and yeah, that's been fun. I also built the Power Rangers in Space Astro Mega ship, that was just because I had an idea and wondered if I could. Because I was like, what ships could I build? And I was just going through, and then that comes up, and I'm like, I bet I could do that.
And yeah, and that's always the that's where I always get stuck on that kind of stuff. I wonder if I can do this. Nope, I can't. Fine, I quit. You know, it can be very frustrating.
I can understand that. Oh wait, I think I've left it. Yep. Oh. Yeah, I'll show you what I mean. I think I made a tiny little bit of modification to the design since that one. I think I've just fixed up the front, but basically, yeah.
It looks more like an individual ship as opposed to like a mobile space station, but not bad.
It's not meant to be a mobile space station.
I thought that looks more like a mobile space station kind of. It looks really big.
Actually, no. It's. I looked on the Power Rangers wiki. It's the same size as the Millennium Falcon.
Oh,
yeah.
All right. Well,
it's a lot. It's a lot smaller than I thought it was. And when I saw that, I was like, "Oh wait, I can figure it out." Like making the ship. Then I mean, like so many people in the No Man's Sky group on Facebook have already made like thousands of different versions of the Millennium Falcon. I'm looking at this like, oh, this is doable. But yeah, it's just I've been having a lot of fun with that. I've built 2 winged dragon style pirate ships. I've just finished the blue version of the pirate ship Arcadia from Captain Harlock. I've got the Frontier, the Starfield ship, and what's the other one? Oh, the Shep's ship from the Daft Punk music home movie thing, Interstellar 5555.
Okay.
Yeah. That's a whole mouthful. I could just show you a fucking picture. Actually, I'll do it this way. That way people can see what the fuck
I was going to say, you could also
about.
show it to, the stream.
Oh, damn. I left that. Okay. Go shut up. Bloop. So that one. Yes, it looks like a guitar ship.
I was going to say a space flying V. That's awesome.
Yeah. But yeah, so I've made that one as well. Don't think there's any other major ship designs that I've made so far. I think there's like 7 ships or corvettes I've built using the new system at this point. But yeah,
You just get unlimited resources, or?
Oh no! For this, I keep turning on creative mode so that I've got everything
unlimited
unlocked.
Resources.
Well, no, everything unlocked so that I can play around with the different pieces and whatnot because I haven't collected them all yet.
Got it.
I have been farming for almost a week, dude.
So, like, well, but if you turn on creative mode, it's like, okay, I would like to build this. Does it then essentially create a shopping list so you can go out and find all the parts that you were using?
No,
No, that
it gives
that's
me them
disappointing.
for free. But
No. Like, so when you go back into like quote
Normal
unquote
mode.
normal play,
yeah, oh yeah, I don't have any of it.
okay. See, this is where it gets to my problem with sandbox games, where it's
Yeah.
like, oh, go do whatever you want.
Mhm.
I don't know what I want. But then being able to have like a creative mode is like, okay, I want to build the guitar rocket ship. Okay, here I've made a plan. Okay, I would now like to find these items. Okay, well, they haven't been unlocked yet. Cool. All right, what do I got to go find first? Find this one. It's over in this part of space. Cool. I'm going to go that direction. And
Well,
I'm going to be finding.
in No Man's Sky, that stuff's more random, but the location for like finding where you can unlock the Corvette pieces has already been uncovered, which is how I've been essentially mining through finding everything. Because I found one of the essentially salvage stuff worlds.
Right. No, and I get that. I'm just saying I think that would be a nice little feature of, great. Now I have, objectives and things to do because I have a quote unquote quest list.
You know what else? No Man's Sky has a share play mode. So you can start with other people. And, Game Masters has it. I've got the game. Maybe if you got the game too, we could like stream a play of us like starting it. Then you wouldn't feel so lost because you would have other people there
I'm still gonna
and would be
feel
working
lost.
together.
For some reason, I actually think I do have access to it. No, I don't. Maybe it was on the Xbox.
Could have been.
Might have been on the Xbox.
Xbox or PlayStation. I think it was PlayStation. But yeah, I would like if you find sandboxes usually intimidating or directionless, absolutely playing in a group, that would be a whole lot of fun.
We'll have to see. Right now I'm a bit swamped.
Well, I'm also lacking in content at the moment because I keep getting distracted or
yeah, we're not going to get you to 102 subscribers if you don't start putting out more content.
I don't know what to do.
I don't think that's true, but
Oh, okay. How so?
have you covered all your Cypher stuff yet?
Yes, I've covered all the white books.
So all the Cypher books that you have been covered?
Yes.
Okay.
Even Discovery and Destiny from of Numenera. Or Numenera D&D.
Numenera D&D.
I mean, I could double check to see whether there's some Numenera books I haven't done yet. But again, that's kind of setting stuff. I'm not sure. Would that be interesting?
I mean, so if you want to push more Cypher stuff, then just cover all of it. Like for Shadowrun stuff, I've covered like the card decks or the PDFs or whatever. It may not necessarily appeal to everyone, but it appeals to Cypher players or Shadowrun players. So, I mean, I know I'm doing a lot of 40K content lately, but that's because it's where my brain is at the moment. Not necessarily that, I want it to be a 40K channel, although it kind of is at the moment.
At the moment, it kind of is.
Yeah.
What with your painting and your...
I'm so far behind.
I know.
If I was just staying on task, I'd at least do like Fridays would be like the combat patrol painting, and Mondays would be other painting. But I don't. So far behind. No, that's one of the things that I'm like. It's weird because like I've been doing this overtime for so long now, and it just kind of drains me for everything. But I'm kind of looking forward to not having it. And it's like, once I log off Friday morning, I have Friday, I have Saturday, I have Sunday, I have most of Monday. You know, because I don't start working until about 9. So if I'm not working until 9, well, that's the whole day that I can do stuff. You know, Kim might even have projects for me.
Ooh.
I know. So
you might be in trouble.
But so for right now, I'm just trying to get stuff where it's like, okay, I've got at least, that's the funny thing, just getting a couple of regular videos each week, then surprise, my like my watch time, my view count, all of that stuff is trending upwards. So anyhow, yeah, I do hate where it's just like, here's, here you get thousands of views now, but that's because you're posting these dumb little shorts.
Yeah, I hate that my shorts generally have more views than pretty much all of my other videos, except for the Homeworld video.
Right. And I think it's just... I think it's designed that way. But that's the other thing, is doing it. Like, it's dumb. I mean, they're just stupid little build videos. But it keeps the channel in the algorithm. So I'm like literally counting, like, okay, how many miniatures do I have? So I'm good through week or two in October. But then, anyways, it's whatever. That's for after stream business stuff. We don't have to bore whoever's in chat with that.
No one.
If there's anyone in chat. I mean, we didn't say hi to Doc Flamingo. Doc, if you're still here, hello.
Oh yeah, hi Doc.
Sorry.
A person who's way more creative than we are, because he actually has stuff going. We suck compared to you.
I don't know. My channel's doing pretty good. I'm 3 away from 2,100.
Wow. I just got over 100.
I know you did. I was so happy I was here. I was literally planning on calling out that day. It was like, no, I'm not going to be there. And then I was, and I saw that, and you hated every second of it. It was great. Anyhow.
Yep.
All right. We should end it.
Yep.
Because I want to go take a nap.
That's fair. Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I hope everyone has enjoyed this kerfuffle of a
I was
stream.
whatever this was.
You said you weren't going to get on the surface.
I was thinking about not doing it, but I was wide awake, so here we are.
Yeah. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed the Sax tells us about how you economically run a Warhammer 40k universe. Personally,
I
always
thought
a fan of that.
I thought Kim loved spreadsheets. She's got nothing compared to Sax. Holy crap.
All right.
That makes me laugh.
We will see everyone next week. Same bat time, same bat channel.
Except for me.
Yeah, except for him.
Probably. If I'm awake, we'll see. Maybe I'll jump on through the phone. Anyways, we'll figure it out.
Yeah. All right.
All right.